Hey y'all, it's Kirk. So Ask Dr. Kirk, episode 22. Today our question comes from Tanya in Bogart, Georgia. I had to remember this because I forgot to print it, sorry. But however, she asked that I'd heard that you had done a demonstration on how you felt about hand sanitizer. My husband, since COVID, believes in hand sanitizer and it's going to kill everything and it's better than hand washing. Is he right? Thank you for that question, Ms. Tanya. Yes, I did give a recent demonstration. I give this demonstration actually a lot, and I just recently did it at our wonderful Head Start program. Great to see y'all. Thank y'all for having me. But hand sanitizer, let's talk about it. And let's talk about hand washing in general. Hand washing in general still remains one of our greatest weapons against disease and against sickness. The CDC will put out statistics and say that if we just simply washed our hands and did our thing correctly, like you learned in school, you're supposed to do it for 20 seconds and blah, 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 maybe sing the ABC song, or there's all sorts of neat little jingles you're supposed to do for the right timing, and you simply wash your hands, that we will reduce respiratory illnesses by up to 20%, diarrheal illnesses, you don't want those, by up to 40%. But the weird statistics that they give you is that apparently only 5% of the United States actually washes their hands correctly, which is awful. And that is ridiculous when you compare it to the statistic that 80% of communicable diseases, meaning diseases you can catch, have to do with touch. So when we came through COVID times, like you talked about, Ms. Tanya, with your husband, we learned that touch contact is such a big thing. So blessedly, COVID, never went airborne or anything like that. We're still a touch contact kind of thing we're preventing. So hand washing still remains paramount in how we defend ourselves from illness. So I always give this wonderful demonstration that really helps you. Now, in a pinch, if you have to, hand sanitizer is great. Golly, my teacher friends are gonna absolutely come after me if I tell them that hand sanitizer is bad. Hand sanitizer is not bad. Hand sanitizer is great. It kills 99.9% of germs, which is awesome. So you're supposed to kill germs to prevent illness. So yes, when your little ones are running around their school and you guys have your magic soap or whatever, and the kids are doing all this thing, and yes, make sure that they do their hand sanitizer if you can't get to the bathroom and wash. Why is hand washing better than that? You're going to kill all the germs with hand sanitizer, right? So that should be good. Your husband's like, yeah, it kills all the germs. Well, I'm going to give you a simple demonstration that I give. So let's say that these plates are your hands, okay? Wonderful, clean hands. And then as we go about our day, we get germs. What is this? This is a wonderful concoction of dirt, bodily stuff you don't want to know about, all sorts of awfulness concoction that I made, but it represents what we're going to encounter in our day with germs, feces, particles, when you don't wash your hands good when you go to the bathroom. Oh my gosh, I'm going to vomit. And through the day, this is microscopically all over your hands. This is snot, spit, poop, pee, germs from somebody else, whatever. Yay, these are your hands. And so we need to wash our hands. We need to eat, and we need to make sure that we don't get sick. So we need to wash our hands. So let's say we washed our hands. And now you have a wonderfully clean hand. Let's say you used hand sanitizer. So here's some basic Lysol kind of stuff that kills 99.9% of germs, right? Let me let that sit there for a second. Make sure all the germs are killed. So, yes, killing all the germs, awesome. So killing the germs, killing the germs, killing the germs, killing the germs. Okay, good. Right now, those germs should be nice and clean. Here's some awesome powdered donuts. Who doesn't like powdered donuts? Which one you want? What? I promise you 99.9% of germs are killed. Have a donut. Yeah, you may kill the germs, but guess what? The junk's still there. And so on a microscopic level, yeah, pretty nasty, right? Wouldn't you rather do that? I want to take you back to one of the previous episodes of Ask Dr. Kirk where we talked about how vaccines work. And when I talked about how vaccines work, remember we were giving the dead virus to you in some vaccines in order for your immune system to spike this immune response, fever, sniffles, all these kind of things to build antibodies, right? So, in theory, hand sanitizer is great. It's going to kill all those germs and make them not live. But you're putting this in your body, number one. Number two, can you still have an immune response? Can you still get a fever and this kind of stuff because you experienced the dead body of a germ? Speaking of dead body, this is awful. Smell it. So, hopefully this illustrates to you. Should you just wash your hands? Yeah, get the junk off you. But in a pinch, now I'm not saying it's bad. In a pinch, yeah, you're going to kill 99.9% of germs. There's just still going to be junk on your hands. So, do you want to put that in you? So, Miss Tanya, thank you so much for your question. Hopefully this helps. Show your husband. Y'all share this and y'all wash your hands, okay? Love y'all. Mean it. Jesus loves you. See you next time.